Okay, come on here. Y'all, I love it. 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 Give y'all all this cute. Throw it to you right now. Shout out to Terry Styles, or Fabulosity Is Me, or, Luxury Tresses, whatever you guys know her by. I bought this wig from her. I think it's called the Kelly Rowland, or it was inspired by Kelly Rowland. I'm not quite sure exactly what the name of it was, but she had posted it and I had to get it. It's like ombre on the ends. It is just really a nice wig. And I know a lot of you guys don't like the bangs, but the Mama Joyce bangs, but maybe with the length, does that help y'all out a little bit more? Anyway, you guys, this will just be a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog. So let's get to it. I really do feel like I need to get my lashes back. But I mean, you probably wouldn't even be able to see them, but I can still tell that my eyes look like they are bare, even with these bangs. Anyway, you guys, getting on with the stories. This is going to be a short top of the blog because I don't really have that much to talk about. Camilla Harris. You guys already know by now, she is backed out of the race. She can no longer afford to run her campaign. I think many of us saw this coming. I mean, it happens. The people go as candidates, they raise money. They may have a pretty good start, but it is hard to make that money stretch to the end. And what ends up happening is usually those who already have the biggest following, they're the ones that have the money to push forward. And we're going to see a lot of people backing out, and most of it is because they don't have the money. So Camilla said that while she's not going to be in the race any longer, she's still going to fight for the people. You guys know how that goes. As much as I would have liked to have seen a black woman, I know a lot of you guys are going to say she's not black, whatever you call her. As much as I would have liked to have seen a woman as a president, if they did not vote for Hillary, who is a white woman, a white blonde-haired woman, to be the president, then I don't see it happening no time soon for a Camilla Harris. So it's unfortunate, but that's the way the ball bounces. And then we've got these billionaires like, Michael Bloomberg has just entered the race, and he's got the money to stretch all the way. It'll be interesting what effect he has on this race because, I haven't been motivated by anybody really in the race. So I just kind of am sitting back and just kind of watching like, okay, well, let's see what you got. We'll see what he had. But he definitely got the money. He can definitely run them ads. And you guys know a lot of times those ads are what really do a lot of people in. You wouldn't think so, but those ads, once they start running them, that can be life or death for somebody's campaign. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, too bad for Camilla. I think they said that she's going to go back as a senator, right? She'll be back in the Senate. She can make some differences there. Okay, hold your head up, Camilla. You fought the good fight. All right, you guys, next story up. Listen, I don't even have the patience for this bullshit, because this is what the fuck it is, okay? I really shouldn't even be cursing like this because YouTube has been really tripping lately and flagging shit and all of that. So I'm going to try to let me tone it down some. This story actually might even get it flagged, so who knows? Every time I see George Zimmerman's picture, he annoys me, all right? But I did take a little solace in knowing that even though he got off as a cold-blooded murderer, okay, walked free after he killed Trayvon Martin, I did take some solace in knowing that his life was pretty miserable. We've seen him in the news, and most of it is because it's been negative press. He's just, fighting with people and pulling guns and getting arrested and all kind of craziness, okay? So I had kind of put in my mind that, sometimes we just have to let God take care of it, or karma, whatever you want to call it. He didn't seem to be happy to me. Now we find out, get this asshole has decided that he is going to sue the Trayvon Martin family for malicious prosecution and defamation of character. Okay, he's suing Trayvon Martin's parents, a publishing firm, I believe, and the law enforcement agency, and saying that they are the reasons why he has not been able to live his life successfully since all of this has happened. Now, evidently, he was a part of a book and a movie that was going to come out, I think earlier this year in September, and in the movie or the documentary, maybe it was supposed to say that the whole Martin case was a hoax and that they had witnessed tampering or something like that. And this movie was about to come out, and I'm assuming that George Zimmerman was going to be getting some sort of money off of this movie. And then when the theater found out what this movie was going to entail and found out, like, who all was involved and what was being said in there, the movie was like, oh, hell, fuck nah, bitch. Oh, no. We will not be showing this, okay? And evidently that is what has made him very upset and feel like he's not able to make any money because every time he turns around, he's denied because of his attachment to the Trayvon Martin case. My whole feeling is like, oh, well, I mean, you killed somebody. You should be happy that you're still able to walk free. This boy is dead. Won't live his life at all, okay? So you take the fucking good with the bad. So I just feel like it's a slap in the face, that the Martin family had to go through what they went through. It was heartbreaking, that whole story. His stupid ass was able to get off. You would just think that would have been enough for him to go off into the sunset some damn where and live his life. But no, he just continues to come back, just continues like a fucking festering boil that just will never leave you alone. Something that you've always got to be tending to and worrying about. He is so sickening. I just hate that our legal system is even going to entertain something so stupid and asinine as him trying to sue the family of the child that you killed. Where did they do these things at? See, these are the little loopholes and the little flaws in the legal system and the justice system that we have to deal with, you guys. So frustrating. It is just so. I mean, I don't even know what else to say other than, because I'm sure you guys, most of you guys who agree with the fact that George Zimmerman should have never even been able to be found not guilty. All the feels that you guys have is the same feels that I have. Ben Crump, who is the Martin's lawyer, he's saying that, that they're just really trying to get this baseless thing taken care of before it even gets any further. I sure hope that they do. I would hate that family would have to go through any other type of legal foolishness, when it pertained to him, George Zimmerman. I would hope that they wouldn't even have to deal with this mess. So $100 million. Did I tell you guys that? I don't even think I said that. $100 million. That's what he's suing for. $100 million. All right, you guys. So this story with Cardi B and Offset. Let me tell you guys something. I am really sick of Cardi B and Offset's relationship. You honestly get to the point where you don't know what to believe, what not to believe. It's niggas out there that make so many stupid mistakes. And then there's some that are lied on. I really, really hope that this man has not texted or DM'd on Instagram this girl Jade, who isn't she the girl that is in the lawsuit against Cardi B? She's one half of the girls that was supposedly beat up at the strip club, one of the bartenders. I believe that this is the same girl. I was looking it up and I was like, okay, is it Jade or Jada? Like, I've seen two different names. They're saying that this girl is also the girlfriend of Tekashi 6ix9ine, which is neither here nor there because that has nothing to do with anything. But what that would tell you is that girl is already in that scene. But I think that this is the same girl, but if I'm not, I'm sorry, whatever it is, this girl posted on Instagram that Offset had DM'd her and said that I miss you for real, for real. And she posted that, said like, your wife has an open criminal case going on right now, that I'm involved in. Okay. Do you not even respect your wife? All right. That was somewhere around 1 o'clock in the morning. Later on, once everybody started waking up and getting up to their day. Then we saw a bunch of videos from both Cardi B and Offset, basically denying the truth of these videos. Her saying that, she's not even going to entertain this. She's not even going to get all rowdy because, even though her husband has done some stupid things in the past, niggas ain't stupid. And, she's been with him. They had a good Thanksgiving. She goes on and on. They've been sick. They both was asleep. They were wakened up to all this going on. And she's just not even going to worry about it. She knows that Offset is innocent. And I just really want to believe it too. I want to believe it because that would make absolutely no fucking sense. And if he didn't have such a horrible track record, I would believe it right off the bat. Okay. I still halfway believe it, but that other half of me is just like, yeah, I'd keep my good eye on Offset. She said that they were both asleep. They both weren't feeling well. Well, sleeping is an individual action. I might be asleep and you might not be. And if I'm asleep, I don't even know if you fucking sleep or not. You could be doing all kind of dastardly things in the middle of the night. I would have nothing, no idea. But I would hope that Offset would know that there is no loyalty amongst hoes. And especially one that's in this criminal case with your wife. So that's why I just keep on saying, there's just absolutely no way that he would do something so stupid. But what makes people even doubt him more is that after all of this started to come out, then all of a sudden we got these strange, suspicious tweets coming from Offset's Twitter account saying things like, I'm gay and I like to lick ass, and, a bunch of things that you would know was from a hacker. Had it come out immediately after this Jade or Jada girl, whatever her name is, posted the original thing of him supposedly saying that he missed her for real. Okay. So then when that came out, it started to look like, okay, maybe Offset is just at the house and, he trying to throw y'all off the scent. And so now he's putting up these crazy ass tweets to make it seem like it's really a hacker. But 12, 13 hours later, it's not the best. Okay. We had videos of them saying how, Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and, Google, all these places were saying that they did have evidence that he had been hacked. We just kind of got to go by that. Listen, that's Cardi B's husband. So I'm not one, I can't say what she should or should not do. What I know, though, is you best keep a good eye on your man. He just seems to be so much work for her. I just be like, girl, I know y'all love each other and everything. I guess if you like it, I love it. But damn, it's just one thing after the next. When can them two ever get any peace? It would be a shame if he really was hacked. And, we done brought all this suspicion on him, or, the person that hacked him brought all this suspicion on him. But, I guess it's all up to just Cardi, whether or not she trusts her husband. And for now, she says that she does and that she doesn't believe that he did anything. It's thirsty hoes out there, too. Now, it's women out there that's doing shit and, lying and scheming and all of that. So, that's something that we can't discount either. But all I'm going to say is I surely hope you wasn't that stupid, Offset. All right, you guys. So the movie Queen and Slim. You guys, it hurts my heart so much to even have to do this. First of all, I'm not going to tear down this movie because, it was done by Lena Waithe, who I have a lot of respect for. She's a black woman. She's trying to do what she's doing in this industry. It's important that we don't tear these kind of people down. We need these people. She had a vision for a movie, put the movie out. It hit home for some people. It just did not do the same for me. Okay, I was disappointed. I really even tried after I saw the movie. I really tried to, just be like, okay, Roxanne, I tried to point out the good parts. The movie had good parts in it. But as a whole, to me, the story, I think somebody I just read on Twitter said the story was too slow, unbelievable, and Queen got on my fucking nerves the whole time. And I was like, girl, that's it. And that is it in a nutshell. Okay. I get that it was supposed to be a love story, but I just feel like it needs to be more realistic. And it's hard for me to suspend, reality when it's supposed to be a story that is so real and gritty. And I mean, I wanted this to be, you guys have no idea how much I was excited about this movie. I bought my tickets a long time ago, like when they first came out. Me and Mr., we both was excited about seeing it. I thought it was going to be the gritty love story, hardcore. I knew it was going to end the way that it did. I won't spoil it for you guys, but I knew that what happened was going to happen, okay? But I still wanted the story it was too many instances in the story where I was just like, absolutely no way, okay? The characters, to me, did not behave the way that normal people would behave. I don't even know where the name Queen and Slim came from, because did you ever hear them being called that in the movie ever? Okay, I don't even remember what their names was at all, for the actual movie. So I was just like, where did Queen and Slim come? Like, everything was on point for the movie. The marketing was great. The trailer, the visuals, like all of that had taken my attention. I was like, we are about to fucking do this, okay? And then when we got out of that movie, me and Mr. was looking at each other and we was like, well, we'll try to process this, okay? And I had to just come to the conclusion that I was just like, that's a miss for me, okay? But that doesn't mean that, like I said, we shouldn't tear down Lena, because, I mean, nothing everybody likes, okay? And I mean, I guess part of the whole battle is trying to get everybody to talk about it and, letting it be controversial and all of that. But just for me, it was a no dog. I think they said they spent $16,000. I'm sorry, $16 million. Sorry, no. They spent $20 million to make the movie. They spent another $20 million promoting the movie and all of that. That's $40 million. The opening weekend, the movie made $16 million, so definitely not a win. And I don't know if my review and others that have not necessarily liked the movie, I don't think that is going to help. But I mean, what I guess I would say is, you should probably see the movie for yourself, because there are some people that just loved it. They saw all of these, it had all of these hidden messages and all of these things. And you might be one of those people. Some people have been so enlightened, and, some people have been. So don't just go by what I say. Okay, go and make the judgment for yourself. But what I'm saying is, I don't believe the characters. I didn't believe the story. I just did not like the movie. I'm sorry, you guys. Let me know what you felt about the movie, though. Leave it down in the comments below. All right, you guys, an update on old Joycelyn. What's her last name? Savage. Joycelyn Savage. I'm sorry. This is the girl that we thought had started up the Patreon account and then said that she was going to take her story to YouTube about her being tortured and, held as a sex slave, basically, to R. Kelly. Okay. I think was that just last week? Or was it the week before? I think it was just last week. The top of the box seemed like it's so long ago, because I did it on a Wednesday. But Joycelyn has come out now and said that is definitely not her account, that she has not changed her stance on Robert Kelly, that she loves him, that she would never betray him, that they had a great relationship, her and Azriel and Robert. That is disgusting that, you know, people would take her image and her likeness and lie about things like this, that she still goes and visits him in jail, that she goes to all of his court cases, that he is not the monster that everybody has made him out to be, and that she will never change her mind. She is always going to be there. So, okay, I believe her. Okay, this is my whole hope right here. Let these girls do whatever they want to do with and for R. Kelly, and let's just leave it alone. Okay, it's very clear that they're still very loyal to him, whether or not he's done the things to them that they say that he's done to other women. I cannot keep getting wrapped up in this. I don't know if R. Kelly finally did turn another leaf, you know, and did settle down with these two girls, but for whatever reason, these three were happy together, and we can't keep on forcing them to want to tell us a story that obviously none of them are going to tell. So she came out, said that that is not her. It will never be her. Do not expect that. And now I'm just wondering who was the person. It kind of makes you feel like it might be those parents behind that. They've been awfully quiet since she's come out and said that, you know, that wasn't her. So are we gonna still kind of find out? We're gonna keep our ear to the street on this one and see if it does finally come out that they might have. Well, it's never gonna come out. That will never come out. But don't it sound fishy to you now? Y'all, this shit is the bomb. Terry girl, you did this. It's hot as fuck in this car. I feel like I'm about to melt. Who would have known that it would have been so warm today? It's been fucking cold all week. Anyway, you guys, Joycelyn said, yeah, that is not her. She still love her man. All right, you guys, now, there's been a lot of discussion about Shiggy Show wanting to charge Fabulous, you know, the rapper. Evidently he's got a song out called Choosy. I haven't heard the song, but that doesn't matter. Choosy is out there, is trying to get known, and Fab asked Shiggy if he would do like a Choosy challenge, somewhere along the same lines that he did a Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Okay, same way he might have did, what was that name of that song? In My Feelings or something like that. Same way he did a challenge for that song, you know, would he do one for Choosy? And Shiggy went on to tell him, okay, this is amongst a group of people, that, yeah, you know, go on and give me the check and I will do something like that for you. Well, Fab, you know, it wasn't really Fabulous who was having the problem in the video that has leaked or that, you know, was put on Instagram. It was more so that rapper Casanova. He was really upset that Shiggy, well, he seemed to be upset. Now they're saying that nobody was upset and that we're making a big deal out of it. But he seemed to have a problem with the fact that Shiggy was saying that he needed to charge him. Like, this is your homeboy. Why would you charge? Okay, let's roll this back a little bit. See, this is the problem when people who are, you know, I won't say broke, but don't have as much money as the folks that they hang out with. Sometimes it's good to hang out with people in a circle that's higher, you know, above you, that's more accomplished, that's doing things, because that motivates you to get your ass in gear and do, you know, try to strive for the things that they do. Okay. And then other times it's, you know, you are kind of looked at as the flunky that's just kind of hanging out with this group. You know, they kind of take advantage of you. You know, they let you come to the parties. They might buy you a bottle of Ciroc, okay? But you never really in the group. And they take advantage of you. I'm not sure if this is what Fab is doing to Shiggy or not, but I don't understand why they would think that he would not charge. Shiggy don't have the money that you guys have. All right, so he's got to look out for number one. He's turned his Instagram into a business now. So the friendship thing is not necessarily going to work because your friendship does not pay my bills. I have no problem with people who have major influence charging, you know, to do something. That song, first of all, the song that the challenge that he did didn't even start out as a challenge. He was just dancing to the song. Okay, the song took off and it became what it became. The challenge took off, or people made it a challenge just because they wanted to do the dance that he was doing, and that's how it took off. Drake didn't ask him to do that, you know, even though Fab said, you know, you did the song, did it for Drake, but no, Drake, I think I even remember in an interview saying that he had no intentions of really releasing that song. That was kind of like an album filler song, and then it blew up because of Shiggy, and you know, then they went on forward with that. So it wasn't the initial plan. And then, you know, Drake supposedly gave him like $50,000 or took him on the tour, or took him on a couple of concert dates or whatever. And really, to me, that's still like pennies considering how fucking big that song was. I mean, you had Will Smith doing it over in like Tibet or something like that, you know, doing it on top of like some church or something. You know, this song was huge. So $50,000 really ain't even a lot compared to what Drake made. Okay, so I bet you Shiggy learned his lesson on that one. All right, now I ain't never heard the song. You know, I'm not sure if he was even gonna be able to turn that song into something spectacular or not, but yeah, pay this boy. He has influence. Obviously, he has influence. You know, you hear the word so loosely. It's sort of like the word gets messed up because, you know, everybody thinks they're a fucking influencer. And you're not, okay? Just having some thousands of followers compared to having some millions of followers. These millions of followers are watching. You best believe like a certain percentage of those followers are going to do what you say only because you are you and they follow you, okay? So it's simple to me, mathematics. But I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with real influencers getting paid for it, because even still, in the grand scheme of things, they're not getting the money that they should get. Okay, especially not Shiggy when it came to that In My Feelings song. So yeah, Fab. Now he's saying that he didn't have a problem with it. You know, he was on Breakfast Club and he was saying how, you know, everybody was all upset and, you know, but he was saying he wasn't going to pay for it, but he was going to see if Def Jam would, you know, try to get the money for him. Okay, well, talk to Def Jam, and when they come with the check, then I'll come on with this challenge. But other than that, I don't blame Shiggy one. I don't blame him at all. Not at all. Get your money, Shiggy. I'm sure you know better now. And then lastly, you guys, I told you guys this wasn't a long one. Billy D. Williams. You guys, the story had come out earlier in the week that he was gender fluid, and that he basically is attracted to both men and women. And child, I know my mama and all of her girls up there in heaven must have did a backflip. Okay, of the worst kind. Okay, that they could not believe that, you know, you want my hand to fall off. That he was up here talking about he was having sex with, you know, any and everybody. I saw that and I was just like, wow, really? Landau Calrissian? Okay, I mean, I guess. But now, a couple of days later, you know, after he done sat down with his grandkids and they was like, Papa, okay, gender fluid is saying that you know, he was like, what the fuck is gender fluid? I ain't never said I was gender fluid. I said I was in touch with my feminine and masculine side. So now he had to come back out and say, oh, no. I am not gay by any stretch of the word. Like, I don't have a problem with gay people. If that's how you want to live your life, fine. But for as far as Billy D. Williams is concerned, no, I am not gender fluid, as you young folks now call it. Okay, I'm just saying that I'm in touch with my softer side. And I said, okay, well, I mean, I guess that's better. So, you know, y'all get on the phone and, you know, on the main line and call Jesus and let Miss Ruby and the rest of her girls know that they still got a chance when Billy D make it on up there to them. Okay, Ruby, that's only until Dad get there. And then you know what, he is hands off. All right, you guys, let me get out of this car because I'm about to fucking melt. It is hot as hell in here. I didn't want to turn my air on, but, you know, maybe I should have. Anyway, you guys, getting on off of here. We do this every single week. All right, so make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Until next time, rock stars. Bye.